Have you ever felt undervalued, ignored, or underestimated by someone who should appreciate you? In today's lesson, we will explore new attitudes that can leave such people desperate, all based on the principles of Stoicism. These attitudes are like powerful tools that will transform the way you position yourself in relationships and deal with people who don't value you as they should. Imagine having total control over your emotions and reactions, remaining unshaken by the actions of others. Have you ever thought about discovering how to maintain calmness and dignity, even in the most challenging situations? Then keep listening, because these strategies will show you exactly how to achieve that, bringing peace and self-confidence into your life. Let's begin by reflecting on those moments when your qualities and efforts went unrecognized. Have you ever dealt with people who didn't value you, even when you gave your best? We'll address this issue and offer practical steps you can immediately apply to improve your interactions and strengthen your self-esteem. Stay with us until the end to discover how to leave these individuals desperate. Have you noticed how silence can sometimes speak louder than words? Imagine a situation where someone tries to provoke or undervalue you, expecting an explosive reaction, but you remain silent, looking at them calmly. This is the power of silence. It is strategic and one of the most effective Stoic tools, capable of completely transforming your interactions. In Stoicism, silence is not merely the absence of words, but a deliberate choice, an act of control and power. By choosing not to react verbally to provocations, you demonstrate a mastery over your emotions that few can achieve. This self-control often disarms and unsettles the other person, who was expecting a dramatic response. Think about times when you were wronged or underestimated. How did you react? If you argued or tried to explain yourself, you fell into their game. But when you use silence, you refuse to participate in that dynamic. It's like a chess game where, instead of moving your pieces, you watch your opponent. This choice shifts the balance of power back to you. Silence sends a message that your self-worth doesn't depend on their approval or validation. It projects confidence, calmness, and control. Another valuable lesson from Stoicism is the concept of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean indifference or a lack of care. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional chains tied to people or situations that don't add value to your life. Imagine how freeing it would be not to carry the burden of expectations or the need for validation from those who don't appreciate you. Detachment allows you to focus on what truly matters, your own peace and growth. When someone undermines or ignores you, remind yourself that their perception doesn't define you. You are not obligated to prove your worth to anyone who chooses not to see it. Instead, let go of the need to be understood or appreciated by those unwilling to do so. Redirect that energy towards your own journey and goals. In doing so, you reclaim power over your happiness and emotional stability. Boundaries are essential to preserving your mental and emotional well-being. When dealing with people who undervalue you, it's crucial to set clear limits on how much of your time, energy, and emotions they can access. Boundaries are not walls, but gates that you control. They communicate what you will and won't accept in your interactions. By enforcing boundaries, you demonstrate self-respect and assertiveness. It's not about being confrontational or aggressive, but about valuing yourself enough to prevent others from draining your energy. People who consistently try to bring you down often back off when they realize they no longer have the same influence over you. Boundaries are a declaration of self-worth, showing the world how you expect to be treated. At the heart of Stoicism lies the principle of self-value, where recognizing your inherent worth, independent of external opinions or circumstances. When you truly value yourself, the actions or inactions of others hold less sway over your emotional state. Begin by acknowledging your accomplishments, strengths, and uniqueness. Shift your focus away from external validation and towards inner self-acceptance. Ask yourself, why should someone else's failure to appreciate you dictate your worth? The answer lies in separating your self-esteem from their acknowledgement. You are not responsible for their inability to see your value, but you are responsible for embracing and nurturing your own self-worth. True confidence comes from within, and when you build that foundation, no external forces can shake it. Now that we've covered silence, detachment, boundaries, and self-value, how do you put these into practice? Start small. The next time someone tries to provoke or demean you, pause. Instead of reacting immediately, choose silence or a calm response. Observe how this changes the dynamics of the situation. Begin setting boundaries in areas where you feel disrespected or overextended. Practice detachment by mentally releasing yourself from the opinions and judgments of others. And most importantly, celebrate your journey and progress. Each step you take towards embracing these principles will make you stronger, more self-assured, and less reliant on the approval of others. By applying these strategies, you not only elevate your own life, but also demonstrate a powerful, dignified example to others. Remember, the Stoic approach isn't about changing others, but transforming yourself. In doing so, you gain the strength to face any challenge with grace and composure.